The 2023 NFL Combine is in the books, and that means it's time for some new mock drafts. He's Paul Dottino. I am John Schmeelk. We track the mock drafts for you, and we have some new post-Combine mocks. Let's start with ESPN. Todd McShay, Paul. He is the Giants. Again, they had the 25th overall pick in the first round, selecting Zay Flowers out of Boston College at the Combine, weighed in at 5'9", 182 pounds, and ran a 4.42 40-yard dash.
Okay, now what's important to remember here, he bulked up about 13 pounds or so from what the original expected weight was supposed to be. So that was kind of nice for a lot of people at the Combine to see some extra muscle on the top of his build, because as a 5'9" receiver who's going to be in the slot in the NFL, he's going to need to do better with physicality. And so they think that he might be better built for that because of the extra weight that he put on. That was the key number of everything else that he ran. I know 4.42 is nice. He wanted to run in the 4.3s. He didn't make it.
And very productive at Boston College as well. 78 catches, over 1,000 yards, and 12 touchdowns. All right, let's go over to NFL.com. Lance Zierlein released a mock draft. He is the Giants going with a skill position player, but not a wide receiver, selecting Dalton Kincaid out of Utah, Paul. Now, he measured at the Combine, but didn't do any of the field work or testing because of a back injury.
Yeah, and that's a bit of an issue. The back was tight, according to Kincaid, so he says he's going to do everything at his pro day. Now, you look at a player who is a terrific receiver-type tight end. Remember, he played 60% of his snaps in the slot. So when you're looking at him, the pro scouts are asking, is he going to be able to be a physical blocker? Is he going to be able to play some in line if we want him to? This is basically a guy at Utah who was more of a receiver more than he was a tight end.
Now, he did weigh in at 6'3.5" and 246 pounds, so the frame's there, and he did catch 70 balls for 890 yards last year, too, with 8 touchdowns, so very productive as well. All right, let's go over to Dane Brugler at The Athletic. We had him on during our shows at the Combine in Indianapolis. He has the Giants selecting Jordan Addison out of USC. Now, Paul, he weighed in a little bit light at the Combine, 5'11", but just 173 pounds, and he went 4.49 in the 40-yard dash.
Yeah, the anticipation is that he's going to be able to play inside and outside. Look, John, for me, I like him as the best receiver in this draft. Most polished. I think he's got the most versatility. One of the things that came out of the Combine with him is that he also had a little bit of back tightness. But a guy who runs great routes, he's got yards after the catch ability, quicks, speed. Again, he's going to have to add a little bit more strength, a little bit more physicality as he plays up at the NFL level.
Now, he had a monster year in Pittsburgh with Kenny
Yes.
Pickett in 2021, about 1,500 receiving yards. Not quite as productive when he transferred to USC this year. Just 59 catches for 875 yards and 8 touchdowns. But again, he's going to be one of those top, 2 or 3 wide receivers that get selected in this year's draft. That's a look at the most recent mock drafts. We'll be back next week with more right here on Giants.com and the Giants mobile app.